In 1976, I was invited. No, it was a sort of a self-invitation arranged by the Academy of Sciences to visit the Soviet Union. Okay? So at that time, if you wanted to visit the Soviet Union, the Academy arranged it, but you had to list the mathematicians who you were going to visit. And one of them that I certainly wanted to visit was Gelfand, so I wrote down Gelfand. And for some reason, the Academy's application for this visit was turned down by the Soviet Academy. It was turned down. Yeah. And so then the National Academy decided to make a very big fuss. I'm not quite sure why it was turned down. I think it had something to do with the fact that Gelfand did not answer when they asked him, or maybe because Gelfand was in bad odor. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it was arranged, and after being in Moscow for a few days, and we were walking with whoever our guide was, and there was Gelfand walking. Yeah. I didn't know him. I had never met him. Yeah. He was always surrounded by his group. And so I met him on the street, and we shook hands and introduced. So he said, yes, you were supposed to come. And he said, why don't you come to my apartment tomorrow and we can talk mathematics. So I came to his apartment. By the way, it turned out to be a day-long conversation without end. I mean, once we started. But it started in the following way. He started by asking me sort of somewhat sharp question. He said, tell me, are you interested in anything outside of mathematics? So I said, yeah. I said, do you like poetry? Then he started, do you like music and something? So then, I answered him, yeah, poetry, I know some poetry, and music I do like, etc. Then I asked him, why are you asking me all these questions? Yes. So he said, well, from your work, I had the impression that you're sort of a narrow, pedantic kind of mathematician. So I think this goes back to the fact that...
he was threatened.
Yes,
he was threatened.
But somehow, I was sort of quick on my feet, and I said something which I really meant sincerely. I said, no. I said, I have such great admiration for you, because I had read his book with Neumark, and actually, in Siegel's course, where I was in when I was a graduate student, that book was somehow used. And so I said, you are like one of my teachers. You're one of my... After I said that, oh my God, the whole world opened, and he was full of praise and just wanted to know, what did I think about this and what did I think about that, and everything was hunky-dory. And then I gave a talk to the Moscow Mathematical Society, which is their sort of Moscow colloquium, and he introduced me in a long introduction in Russian, which was luckily translated for me as he was introducing me, full of praise, and went on and on and on. That was a nice little turn of events.
We know stories about Gelfand.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
This just adds to the lore of Gelfand. Yes.